Welcome to Kit's Kitchen. I'm Linda, and today I'm going to show you how to make homemade tomato sauce. Get started. I'm starting with this pork loin. I got a big pork loin and I cut it in 3 pieces, so it'll be 3 different dinners.
Is that already seasoned?
And I added a little salt and pepper on it.
Salt and pepper, okay.
Salt and pepper, that's it. And I have 1 onion. And I also added about 3 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil to my pan. You want to heat up your pan a little. You can hear the sizzle. And I'm going to add my pork loin.
Oh yeah.
There you go. Put this in the sink. Now what I want to do here, I want to brown it on both sides. This is a medium-low heat. And you let this brown for about 5-6 minutes. You can take a look at it. Now I'm going to flip it over. See, it's a little brown here. And I'm going to let it brown the other side for about 5 minutes. And I think what I'm going to do now is maybe turn up the heat a little bit. I've browned both sides of the pork. And now I'm going to add my garlic. I like to do it a little later because I don't want it to, I don't want my garlic to burn. So this is fresh garlic that I minced up roughly. I let the garlic brown just a little bit. I don't want to over brown it. I don't want it to burn. And next thing I'm going to add is 1 can, your favorite, of tomato sauce. I'm adding that into this nice pot.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and now to this I'm going to add a half a can, of water. There we go. The tomato sauce has been simmering for about a half an hour. Now I'm going to go through the other ingredients that go into my sauce. I forgot to mention, and it's a personal choice, I add like a teaspoon, just a little bit of sugar to the sauce to take out the acidity. Take away that little bit of bitterness that tomato sauce can, cause at times. Now I'm going to show you the rest of my ingredients. I have here a half a cup of red wine. Always use a drinking wine. I don't like the cooking wines. And there you go. The next thing is I have 1 bay leaf. I'm going to drop that in. And when the sauce is completely done, I'll remove that. Here I have 2 tablespoons of basil, sweet basil, and that goes in. The next thing is your parsley. I have 4 tablespoons of parsley, and that goes in. The next thing is a little pepper to your liking, little black pepper. And the other thing I'm going to add, because I didn't add much, just a little bit on my meat, is a little pinch of salt. So there you go. Now what I'm going to do is let this simmer for about 30 minutes. And then the last thing I'll add is my tomato paste. Stir it in, and then I'll cook this sauce for about 3 or 4 hours on a very low heat. Sometimes I turn it off, and then I'll turn it back on again because I want that pork to fall apart. While the sauce is cooking, I just want to go over what I'm going to have with this meal. I have here a beautiful tossed salad with olive oil and wine vinegar. I have a cherry cake, and I'm also going to make some nice garlic bread, and I'm going to top it with mozzarella cheese.
Sounds good.
Cooking for about a half an hour. This is the last step to the sauce. I'm going to add my tomato paste. Right here I have 1 can of tomato paste. And now I'm going to give this a little stir first. There we go. Let me put a little bit of this sauce over the top of the pork. Oh, that's going to be good. Now I'm adding my paste. There we go. Let me get every bit of it. Here we go. Now what I'm going to do is just let this simmer the way it is. I'm not going to mix it up yet for about 10 minutes till it dissolves a little bit. Then I'll start into the sauce. I just took the pork loin out and I'm going to let it rest for 10 minutes. It is so tender. I really don't want to cut it yet, but I can't help myself. Just let me show you how it's just, oh, it's just falling apart. This is so delicious. I finished the pasta and I drained it. One tip, don't ever rinse your pasta. So now I'm going to layer it with a sauce. Here's my homemade sauce. And I'll show you how I do it. It's really gives it a lot of flavor. I put a little sauce on the bottom of the bowl. Then I add a little bit of grated Parmesan cheese.
Love that.
Now I got my big 1 pound of my pasta, and I put that in here. The next thing is layered again with a little more sauce. And the other thing I do for my family, they love this sauce. They like to dip their bread in it. I put a little extra sauce in a bowl on the table so that they could add more if they want more. You can always add more. Now I want to stir this up a little. Get some of that sauce on every simple piece of spaghetti. Oh, that looks great. There we go. And then now one more little topping of sauce. I go around a little in the center. And then top it with a little more Parmesan cheese. So this is the dinner. I have my pork loin, my spaghetti sauce with my pasta, a nice salad. I have a beautiful cherry cake. And then in the oven here, baking, I have some wonderful garlic bread. Bon appetit!